the new generation or the world that we're going into, it's a world that's going to need you to have leverage like social media, how the CV that you're going to have actually.
Yeah.
It's now going to the place whereby they're going to look at your social media account, how many followers do you have, what's your LinkedIn looking like. So my question is,
do you think like you having 300k followers has ever worked on your advantage opportunities wise? You know, maybe applying for a job or having a certain opportunity. And
have you ever maybe, does your content interrupt you from your schoolwork?
Nah, I've found a balance, right? So in my schedule of school and stuff like that, we have like
being goal orientated, whereby you want to achieve dreams,
is for you to bring them back to perspective on their value and their worth.
Don't you want to They're waiting.
okay. Students.
Bafundi, welcome to the #1 student podcast in SA with your one and only absolute host. So guys, today we have an amazing guest for you in store. You may know him by Lukho, but how we know him, we're about to dive into that. So guys, stay tuned, man, for today's episode. If you are a lecturer, student, or professional working class, this the platform for you for real growth, career development, and everything related to student life. So guys, how are you today? Are you good? I didn't even introduce you. So on my close left, I have the one and only producer, Fortunate Malomane.
Yeah, that's me.
Are you good, Lukho?
I'm good. I'm doing well. I feel like you didn't give me a proper introduction. It's just, you guys know him as Lukho. Come on, what is that? What is that? Where do they know me
You
from?
need a build-up.
I need a build-up.
Okay, let me do it properly now. The very own sensational, coming from all the way from TikTok to our studios today. I'm giving you the very own student influencer. I shouldn't call you a student influencer.
Nah, I'm not a student.
I shouldn't call you a student influencer. But man, I noticed that you just achieved a milestone of reaching
300k followers.
Yo, man, that's good. Congratulations on that once again.
Thank you. That's actually something that happened so fast that I didn't expect to be at 300k in such a short span of time. So it was
You already shocked from the 200k now.
I was shocked from the 100k. I was shocked from the 100. I was like, what's going on here? Why is it growing this fast? After that, it's just been going uphill.
But today the reason why we have you is because we want to dive in depth into the person behind the camera, behind all those jokes, relatable content, shorts. We want to know actually what inspired you, not only the brand Lukho, but from you before going to even university, but the person you are as a whole.
What inspires me?
Yeah.
To do the things I do, to go about life the way I go about life. I would say, okay, this is. I feel like you're asking deep questions that I would need to actually think about as to what really inspires me. But really, I just take life one day at a time. What inspires me, I think it's free will. Like I could do whatever I want when I want and stuff like that. So I think I live my life with that mentality and stuff like that. So everything I do, it's something that I want to do. So with everything that I do in life, I put my full effort into it because I want to do it. I'm the type of person, if I don't want, I don't want. And if I want, I want. And that's that.
So just to get a glimpse of the content creation side of your life, how did you create your first video? How was it, like the whole ideation phase into, I want to do this video? Was it spontaneous or was it intentional? Whereby I would say you wanted to create this video and you know it might go viral.
It was very intentional, right? So TikTok allows you to create up to like 3 accounts on one phone, right? On one device. So I created another account on the same device, had an account I was doing videos on, and I'm like, okay, I want to make some videos and stuff like that. So I shot like my first video and stuff like that, and decided that I would post it, see how well it does. But I had the mentality that this might take time, so let me be patient, even if the likes are low and stuff like that. And surprisingly, within the first week, I already had a trending video and what is going on. So it grew so fast that I couldn't properly grasp it, because I wrote as part of my bio, you can't rush greatness, because I was expecting it to take a while. I was like, okay, this might take a while. This might take me a year. I was expecting 100K in a year. So I was like, within a year, I'll reach 100K. I'll put in the work and stuff like that. And I reached 100K within a month. So that's that.
For someone who doesn't know about the content that you do or the video we're talking about, can you please kindly just brief us about the first video that you have uploaded? What is it all about, what you did, and so on?
Okay, so for anyone who doesn't know what I do, firstly, I make like short relatable videos on TikTok, just a bunch of jokes and stuff like that. So the first video that I can't remember the first video I made, but the first video that blew up, it caused a bit of a stir. Like it wasn't funny to some people. To some it was funny. It caused a bit of a I would say some controversy. Like because it was a video about the choice of having children. Because I just made a video saying that to those people that say you're so lucky that you don't have any kids, I said it's a choice for us. We wake up and choose to not have kids. And yeah, parents were in the comments like, yeah, they were fighting there, and people who had kids were also fighting back. So it was that was like, okay. And when I looked at it, I was like, okay, I intended this to be a joke. I don't know why you guys are fighting. I was there replying to every comment. This is a joke, ma. I know you're mad right now, but I was kidding. And then more and more videos until people started to grasp that, okay, this guy is actually making jokes on here. It's nothing serious and stuff like that. And yeah, from there, it's been understood.
How was it? Oh, sorry.
Okay.
How was it for you, like having your first video to blow up on TikTok and now having to respond every single comment there? Because it's not something that we're used to.
Yeah.
But now because everyone is watching at your video and they're bringing up their different opinions on what you have said, and you have to make sure that you spend every minute to make sure that we clear the air. How was that for you?
Yeah, it was at the same time you're blowing up. So you're happy, okay, people are starting to notice, I'm getting more followers, the video is gaining reposts and stuff like that. So you're happy because of the progress you're making. Because remember, at the time, I'm only a week into content creation, and this is big progress. This video is doing 70K likes. I'm like, I don't even have 70K followers at this point. You get what I mean? So, but at the same time, it's controversial. It's controversial, and you see this. But as I said, it's a split between two people. There's the parents defending their side, and other people who are also defending their side. So I replied to some comments to explain, but not everything. They just fought it out, and I was like, hey guys, Mina, I'm out. I've explained my position on this.
It's quite interesting that you're doing something that even people that have done marketing, they are struggling to do, and you're doing it without any background or any experience in social media at all.
Yeah.
So I just want to know, man. I have 2 questions actually, but I'll start with one. The first one is, would you advise, you're a student also, ne?
Yeah.
Would you advise someone who is a student to start and participate in social media?
Yeah, I think we're moving towards quite a digital age, right? So I would advise a student to start social media, because especially with the resources we have right now, you have Wi-Fi, you probably have a quality phone, or know someone who does have a quality like camera phone and stuff like that. So it's very easy, and it doesn't really cost you anything to create content and stuff like that. And it's another way for you to earn an extra income. As you know, many students complain and stuff like that, we don't have money and stuff like that. So content creation and stuff like that is another way for students to actually make money outside of academics and stuff like that.
But how do you make money from your perspective?
Okay, so from the content I do, how I make money from that is that obviously you write your email in the bio and stuff like that. So you're basically giving brands like they can reach out and stuff like that. So some brands did reach out, did promotional videos, you get paid from that. Unfortunately for South African TikTokers, TikTok doesn't pay you for the videos themselves. So for the moment, the only way we're making money is through promoting brands and also maybe doing some TikTok lives and stuff like that. People send gifts and stuff like that. Yeah.
It's quite interesting what you're saying, because I was watching this other podcast and I learned such a fundamental thing about the world and how we're going. So it was said that the new generation, or the world that we're going into, it's a world that's going to need you to have leverage like social media, how the CV that you're going to have actually.
Yeah.
It's now going to the place whereby they're going to look at your social media account, how many followers do you have, what's your LinkedIn looking like. So my question is, what do you think about what I just said now?
Yeah.
And also, has it helped you with your cause to stand out from your other classmates currently?
Yeah, I would say, no. Firstly, we've seen this a lot. Firstly, it started with like maybe modeling. You want to apply to a modeling agency and they now ask you how many followers you have. It no longer just depends on how you look and stuff like that. Depends on your social media presence. And then actors are now complaining about the same thing, saying people are being cast because of the number of followers they have and stuff like that. So fortunately for me, and not fortunately for me, but fortunately for everybody in my space and the course that I'm doing, social media doesn't really have any impact on us. We don't even pay like any mind to those spaces, but social media does create, I would say, an unfair advantage. I don't really feel it's fair for people who put in the work, because there are actors, for example, if we're making an example about the acting industry, the actors who went to school for this, like gotten their degrees, diplomas or whatever, and suddenly I come with my 300k followers and I tell the production company the show will have more reach if I'm in it, and
Because
they give me the role.
community.
And that's the decline we're having in SA with acting, like bad actors all over the screen, and just because they have massive following on social media, but they are on our screen. So I think it's quite a bad thing. It shouldn't be like that.
But don't you think that don't you think that you should advise students to actually have that social media account in order to have leverage? Because I personally, what I've seen, let's make an example with NASA, with SpaceX. You know SpaceX and Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Elon Musk has more followers than SpaceX.
Okay.
He's more trusted than the organization itself. So I feel like people and brands are reflecting more towards a personal branding, not necessarily a company or an organization. So I feel like, personally, I would advise for students to start social media to gain, even doesn't matter, even if you're going to become a doctor. Imagine becoming a doctor with 1 million likes. You have a community to educate and do all those things. Yeah, so that's actually what I was asking. Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, so looking into the fact that you would advise students to have social media accounts, but if you're not really someone who is creating content and so on, what are you going to do with the account?
Yeah, that's why I believe it's like it's an unfair. He's calling it a leverage at this point. He's trying to make it look nice and stuff like that. But it's just the same as people who say it's corruption if I'm not involved, but it's connections if I'm involved.
Exactly.
So to the people who don't have the social media accounts and stuff like that, because some people are just genuinely like focused on their academics, they're focused on their jobs and stuff like that. They don't really they don't want to be on social media. Now, imagine someone wanting to be a doctor, for example. Now they also have to post content. Like, imagine, like, what
It just doesn't make sense.
And to them, they don't even want to make content.
Yeah, so in terms of that, that's what I was just like curious that, okay, I think at this point, what we can just do is, if you...
Makes sense.
You understand? If you're really into social media, then this is for you. You understand?
True.
If you know that your career path is more connected into, social media as a thing for you, then this is for you. But if it's not for you, then
Guys,
just do what works.
Can I hear from your comments? Do you think a student should open a social media account or not? But my take is a student should open a social media account, despite of it being LinkedIn, Facebook, TikTok, whatsoever.
Advise them what they must do with that account.
they must, guys. We all have a brand.
Yeah.
We all have a branding. he does something that's totally different.
Yeah.
I would never stoop to a level or try and do your content because I don't have the facial expressions. I can't curate the way you curate. But I know, Gucci, there's something that I can do better than you.
Okay.
You see, so everyone does have a brand, but it depends on how you find it. What do you do that you enjoy the most? Where are you most free? Or so yeah, I think my take is that I wanted to go to something, man. I hear that you touched on a very sensitive fact whereby you're saying people were criticizing you in your comment section.
Yeah.
How do you deal with that mental health and making sure that you're not affected by anything that's being said on social media? Yeah, connecting it to yourself.
Yeah, I think for a lot of people, which is I would advise to understand the difference between social media and real life, right? So live in reality. So I have this mentality that social media is social media. People are keyboard warriors. They'll type anything they want because it's free will. It's their phone. They'll type anything they want. So whatever people may say and stuff like that, don't take it too hard or anything like that. And it also helps that the content I make is like, it's jokes, so most people will laugh anyway. So it's not a thing where I'm not a person that's prone to getting such hate comments and stuff like that. You get what I mean? So I'm privileged in that sense. But even if I was, I would advise social media is not a real place. Like, how many creators have gotten those negative comments in their comment section, but in real life, no one's actually said anything negative about what they do on social media or anything like that. So separate the two, and you will. That's why I think it's so hard to also grasp being popular, stuff like that. When you see someone recognize you, you're like, you recognize me from social media, stuff like that. But when I off my phone, I leave that off my phone. I don't go about my day thinking of social media and stuff like that. So just find a way to separate the two worlds. What happens on social media, let it stay there. And it must not affect you in reality.
Do you know, when you're saying that, you actually reminding me of this other video that I sort of saw of you. You said, I don't know, but I'm just going to create a name also. You said about Kumalo, things we don't know. He has a car on social media, but in respect, I just saw him in the past. What's happening? I actually liked that. I was like...
You see, so people, you get what I mean? So people are living fake lives on social media. You can't even take social media serious now. So whatever happens on social media, we have people, they have cars on social media, but we see them with us on the bus stop, but we don't say anything. We don't say anything.
So how are you keeping the consistency of feeding the people with what they love? Because I'm sure at this moment you know what the audience like. And how do you ensure that you always give them that?
Yeah. So I think at the point that I'm in right now, obviously if you're at this many followers, 300k followers, almost 20 million likes, you already know what the people like and stuff like that. So I feel like I'm at a later stage of now, I know who my core audience is. I know what type of videos they like and stuff like that. So I know how to, even making the video, I'm not the type of person to actually gamble and see, will this work or not? I already know a video that will work. I already know a video that will work well before posting it and stuff like that. So I think it's well understanding your audience, and when shooting your videos, you shoot videos that pertain to your audience and will be entertaining to your audience, as opposed to shooting something that you feel will be great and then want to see what the audience will accept it or view it and stuff like that. Yeah.
So take us through to a moment of planning.
Yeah.
When you are taking a video, how do you plan? You know, like, is it like a preconceived planning, or it's just something? Because whenever you're familiar with something, there's a time whereby it automatically maybe you're just taking a shower and there's something funny comes to your mind, like, I can make a video about that.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I like that question. It's a very powerful question. I also want to add one onto it. I want to ask whether will you ever teach students how to make content? But we're going to get the answer right after the break, guys. Don't forget to get your own real cup of trap coffee and feel that natural breeze and sense
like
of it's nice, chief. Buy it, you'll see. I'm telling you, that's why I'm like this now. So yeah, don't forget to tune in, guys. Subscribe and like, and also don't move a muscle, because we are still here. We haven't moved. just nje i-team yayibona ijabulile namhlanje over my background noise amaningi. It's the new venue. So yeah, thank you so much. Students, it pains us to know that 80% of you haven't subscribed to the channel. So we would like to ask you, whether you are a student, a lecturer, or professional working class, please hit the subscribe button down below. And just by that small act, you're going to be helping us to being the biggest student platform in the continent. So can you please subscribe and share the channel to more people, and we promise to give you the most valuable content that you've ever experienced and give you the best guests that you can. Thank you so much. Welcome back to the #1 student podcast in SA. This is still the very own Melusi Mongo, guys. So before the ad break, I actually I asked you questions, ne? But can I ask this short question? It's like a viewer's question. How do you feel knowing the fact that 300K people know you?
Yeah, it's okay. Let's put it like this. It's a whole lot more than 300K because people know you, but they're not following. You get what I mean? Because we know a lot of people, but some you're not following them, stuff like that. So that actually limits you from a lot because there are certain places you can't go.
But do you feel like, in terms of engagement-wise, are they engaging? Because there's this thing that happened in USA. There was this artist that had 3 million followers. She decided, no, let me do an event because 3 million people know me.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's going to be packed.
Oh, I saw the video of that lady.
No one came?
No one came. Even the people who were passing by, they were taking videos like,
no one came.
Look at her, she's doing a meet and greet and no one wants to meet her.
So how does it happen? What's the difference between... Do you think if you can host an event, people will come?
Nah, I don't think at this stage, with social media, it's not about the amount of people that know you. It's also, I think, how long people have known you.
And what do you offer to them?
And what do you offer to them? Because we're making jokes. So the first thing that will be on people's minds is, if I come to his event, what's happening? Like, what am I getting?
Getting entertained.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. If I say, okay, I'm doing stand-up comedy, then maybe they will come because it's a show. But it can't be just we're meeting this guy for what?
Imagine then, like, now you are a vlogger and then you have 3 million followers, you're creating an event. What are you going to feed the people? You're going to vlog for them?
On the whole day.
And what are you going to offer?
So they have nothing better to do. You get what I mean? So people need to actually conceptualize as to what are we doing here and stuff like that. You get what I mean?
So you mentioned that carrying 300,000 followers, there are certain places that you cannot go to. Are you talking about safety-wise, or you're talking about like just protecting your own image that, you know what, I need to ensure that I mind what I do, or maybe safety-wise? Can you please just elaborate that for us?
Now, I would say it's more about, because people can take photos of you at any time, videos of you at any time, like, it's definitely not safety-wise. Like, I don't need to stay safe from the streets. The streets need to stay safe from me. Tell the streets to stay safe. Don't ask if I'm home safe. The streets will let you know. You get what I mean? So it's definitely like, you must not be caught doing certain things. Now, I can't be in Belleville shopping around because there are people who will take me. What are you doing here? I'm visiting my cousin. Come on.
And you used to visit your cousin, just did not know you.
Exactly.
Now they know me. It's like, come on.
But is there any difference between how your lecturers or your fellow classmates in school are treating you from before? Is there any difference now?
Yeah, obviously there is a difference in the sense that more people are recognizing you in class. Oh, you're from TikTok, I love your content and stuff like that. But it's not like anything major. It's just people greet, say hi, I love your content, and then we get back, like have like mini conversations. We get back to the lecture and stuff like that. So there is a difference because more people recognize, but it's not like a thing of someone will go wild in class. Nah, chill, we're in class.
So do you think like you having 300K followers has ever worked on your advantage opportunities wise? You know, maybe applying for a job or having a certain opportunity and your following has worked on your advantage to actually score that opportunity because of the following that you have.
Yeah, so let's say, because I haven't been doing this for long, so I haven't really applied to anything as of yet. Even with brands, I haven't even approached any brands. Brands have approached me. So right now, let's say I'm stationary. I haven't been doing it for a while, but I do imagine that it would create some type of advantage, especially in industries.
Yeah.
For example, if I go, let's say I do modeling, having 300k followers for them is because the main aim of modeling themselves is to showcase clothes. And if I have a huge following that I can showcase these clothes to, then I have an advantage over the person who may be physically more qualified to model than me, but I have a bigger following than them.
It's quite impressive, man. But I just want to know also something. Chief, we're recording.
So before the ad break, I was still asking you about in terms of like preparing to shoot for a video. Please just take us through that small, cute process of how do you plan?
Yeah. So because we have I normally have ideas in advance. I write down the ideas. This is what I'm going to make a video on and stuff like that. So if anything comes to mind, I don't do it at the exact moment. I note it down and I do like my videos in bulk. So when I'm shooting, I may shoot like, let's say 10 videos at one time. And then at one time. So it's this video. My videos are short form, so like maybe a video might take me 30 seconds to shoot one video. And then I shoot like 10 videos. I've spent that time shooting and stuff like that, and then I'm done for the day. I know I have content to up to maybe
the next 3 days.
No.
3 days. How many videos do you post a day?
When I'm at Rez, I post like 5 videos.
A day?
A day, about 5.
And then there are people that are nonchalanting, like I'm posting 1 video a day.
You get what I mean? And then when I'm home now, right? So I post like, let's say 2 to 3 videos a day. You get what I mean? So now I don't shoot as much because I'm home, there's everyone around and stuff like that. That needs a certain comfortability to make certain jokes.
When I told the name, it's the wife.
Now I can't make jokes about unemployment because now I'm
but I'm going to be targeted with the iron.
You get what I mean? So it needs a certain to be comfortable in the space that you're in. So when I'm at Rez, obviously I have my own room and stuff like that. I can shoot at any time. Doesn't matter. I can wake up at 1 in the morning while everyone is asleep. I shoot something. So it needs a certain comfortability to it.
Shooting 10 different videos at the same time means you have to plan 10 different jokes.
Yeah.
So you plan them during the day. It's like maybe you are showering and then you think of a joke and you're like,
I can make something about that.
Huh?
I was just saying to what he said that when you're just taking a shower, you think of something and be like, I can make something out of that.
Yeah. So I just note down, just in my phone and stuff like that. Note down, this is an idea, this is an idea, this is an idea. And then when I'm shooting, I just look at my notes. I made a note about this. Let's go.
Quite impressive, man. So have you ever does your content interrupt you from your schoolwork?
Now, I've found a balance, right? So in my schedule of school and stuff like that, we have like we have classes from the morning, and then we have like about let's say my classes end at like 2. So after classes I shoot some content, and then after shooting that content, let's say I shot 10 videos and stuff like that, I go have I wait some time. We have like I think dinner is at like 5:30 and stuff like that. After dinner, I go study. So I attended all my classes, shot content, had dinner, studied, all in a day.
So you're disciplined in terms of following your schedule.
It's university doesn't play mentally.
But have you ever faced any procrastination in terms of also with your schoolwork or shooting content? Maybe I have to shoot those 10 videos, but today I'm tired. But I have to do it. Yeah,
I think procrastination is the main reason why I shoot those 10 videos. Because I know someday I'll be tired, and thankfully I have videos stored already that I've shot. And then I'm like, today I don't feel like shooting. There was a time where I didn't shoot for a whole week, but I had 35 videos saved, so I was good. So it helps in that sense. You get what I mean? So so shooting in advance helps with procrastination.
So just to ask, all those people that you're talking about in your videos, do they exist or are you making them up? I'm just curious.
No. They don't exist. I never do it with someone who exists, especially if it's your real situation. I try to if this could be someone's real situation, I try to create a character to it so that it doesn't seem like I'm talking about you.
But there's always an inspiration behind every video that you make.
Yeah. I saw something and now I'm speaking on it and stuff like that. So it may pertain to you, it may not pertain to you, but I would never actually jab at someone through videos and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. Because there's this thing, eh? Can you help me with this? I want to help my friend. My friend has 700 followers. He's been doing content for 5 months now. You've been doing for 4 months and you have 300K. So can you help my friend? What is he doing wrong and what does he have to change in order to get more engagement, more likes, more followers, and all those things?
So with content creation, it would be a long process and stuff like that. Ne? But essentially, I would say he needs to find his core audience. He needs to know. Thankfully, at 700 followers, TikTok would have given him analytics on who watches his videos the most, at how many seconds of his video do people at this point they click off and stuff like that. You get what I mean? So that's why I make my videos short form, because it's like, this is like, some videos are like 6 seconds. There's no way you can click off, like you lose your attention span maybe after 30 seconds and then you lose it. You're like, it's taking too long. This is TikTok. If I wanted long form content, I would have gone to YouTube maybe. You get what I mean? So he needs to find his core audience and he needs to make his content as engaging as possible and make sure that it's to the point.
Yeah. So in other words, the length also matters, because I also feel like people getting bored. I do that sometimes. Then you come across, even if the video is so interesting, but you look at it and be like, 5 minutes, I don't have that time. Just watch me with the first 30 seconds or 3 seconds and you just pause.
What about being copied? Have you found any incident where someone is trying to copy your content?
Nah, not really. Not really. Especially if it's relatable content. Like everyone makes relatable videos and stuff like that. So in that sense, you're not really finding creators trying to copy each other. They might say something relatable that is similar to what I said, but it's like it's similar, it's not the same thing and stuff like that. So we always try to, let's say, move away. If someone has created a video of, because it's relatable content, everyone thinks about this. So if someone has created a video that I also thought of this, then I'm laying off of that video because I've already seen it and stuff like that. And I think other creators also have the same mentality, because especially it doesn't make sense to really copy me, because at the number of followers and the reach I have. So even if you make the same video, yours may not get the same likes, unless obviously you're a bigger creator, then that's it.
Would you consider mentoring other creators?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like more especially Cape Townian creators, because we don't have as much creators as, let's say, JHP or Durban and stuff like that.
JHP, guys, it's Johannesburg.
They're students. They know this. They did geography. So so we don't have as many creators, especially in spaces like let's say YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, all these. Like, we don't have as many creators. So with anyone who wants to be a creator and has an idea of the type of content they want to make, they can contact me and I would be glad to help.
They're not paying you?
No. I wouldn't sell it. Like, we're making connections at the same time. It's like networking. You're creating your content, you make. We can work together sometime. You don't have.
Judging from how you look at him, they wouldn't get it for free.
Rumza sitting there. Contact him, Chief. Maybe you can get off that 700. But I just want to ask you, what does success look like? Besides removing the likes, the engagement, the followers, what does success look like to you?
For me?
Yes.
Okay. Success in what way? In social media or in life?
Removing social media, what does success look like for you?
Success for me, I would say, if I don't have to work, right? Doesn't mean I can't work, but if I don't have to, then I know if I don't have to work and I'm still able to maintain a certain lifestyle, then I know I am successful, right? Obviously, I would like to work and stuff like that, but I would say success is if you have something, you've built something that is self-sufficient enough for you to live off of it, and yeah, you're successful it's not really, I wouldn't put an amount on it as long as it's something that you're living a life that you're fulfilled with, like you're content with at the moment, yeah.
Did you see yourself as a student before you even applied for university? I'm just curious. Like,
Did I see myself as a student?
like, because sometimes we get these instances whereby someone is persuaded is such a big word, is told to go to school by parents, but they didn't have like that.
That like you want to
Yeah,
go to
I
school.
want to go to school, and they are told you have to go to university. Everyone here is qualified. And yeah, even police people now, you need a degree to, yeah.
I think that question is, especially as black township kids, it's not really a choice. So that's why I asked you to expand on it, because it's not really a choice, because you know the situation you have in your community at home and stuff
yeah.
like that. So we are taught from an early age, education is the way. So it's not really something we think about. Do I actually want to do education? It's the only route that we know for sure. Obviously, you are encouraged to try other routes. You're encouraged to try sports, maybe music for some and stuff like that. But education has always just been something you do that you don't really think about, you just do. So even with everything, especially as a student that excelled very much, let's say in primary, high school and stuff like that, you're expected, it's expected, like you're getting all these distinctions and stuff like that. It's expected of you to now go to varsity and stuff like that. It's not really a question.
Nice. But in terms of, are you? I don't want to ask more in depth in terms of your course, but are you doing your final year now, or are you doing your?
Now I'm still in second year.
Okay.
I'm still in second year.
So last year you were first year.
Yeah, I matriculated 2023.
Oh, chief.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. Hey.
Very interesting.
I'm somewhere. There's pictures of me shaking hands with the Western Cape's Minister of Education. Somewhere, somehow.
What was it all
Somewhere.
about?
It was. I was one of the top 40 matriculants in the in the province. Yeah.
Yeah, in Western Cape.
Yeah.
No man, that's yeah, something to applaud. But
Yeah.
I think before we actually close this episode, what are you going to do when you hit 1 million followers on TikTok?
Hitting 1 million followers. Okay, so firstly, because it's as unpredictable as it is, I don't know when that will be, right? So, but I'm not thinking much into it. I'm just thinking of what do I want to do? Like, what's the next move with social media and stuff like that? Because for me, if it was about celebration, I wanted to celebrate at 100K, but reach like 100K in like a month, 200K in like 2 months, and I'm like, okay, there's no time for celebrations now. We're just moving and stuff like that. So I would say, obviously, after some years, I will quit content creation. So it will depend on when I hit the million followers. But if it's within those years, I don't know.
What's going to make you quit?
What's going to make me quit?
Yeah, because you already certain, like, you have made that decision. What's going to make you quit social media?
I would say, I don't know, but I'm going to, okay, let's say I'm going to stop creating content. Okay, let's say maybe I'm going to stop creating content on TikTok at least. Ne? So maybe on another platform I might create something and stuff like that. But I'm not trying to be.
No, I thought maybe like you're going to go AOL on social media and have no.
Over time, obviously.
Okay.
If over time, maybe I'm not going to be 30 years in social media. You get what I mean? So I think social media is for my 20s and stuff like that. Maybe stop TikTok at maybe age 23, do something else. And then by 30, obviously, if I'm ready to settle down, we stop all these things. I can't be a father in the TikTok. I can't be.
What are you saying to the fathers who are TikTokers?
No,
We even
no
have
shame.
grandmothers now on TikTok.
Okay, just 2 last questions. First one is, who inspires you? Who do you look up to in terms of your content, in terms of your academical journey? Yeah, both the aspects.
Okay. So, let's start with academics. Academically, I won't lie. As you said with asking me about is it a choice or not, academically, I'm just doing academics. I'm not really looking up to anyone, but I am inspired by, let's say, my friends who are doing well academically. Like they push me to also do well and stuff like that. So it's more like a peer thing. I just look at my peers, we push education and stuff like that, and that's it. And then in terms of content creation, I won't lie, none of these niggas inspire me. No, I'm kidding. In terms of content, I'm more inspired. Let's say, I'm more inspired by musicians.
So you do your content based on music?
Yeah, I'm more inspired by musicians and their roads to success, the way they move and stuff like that. So I've never actually looked at like content creators and say, okay, I want to be like this and stuff like that. Except the form of content I was doing, I think there's this content creator, he's an actor now and stuff like that. What's his name? Gatsby or something. I think his name is Wanda Mhluli or something. He's an actor and stuff like that. Before I started content, I'm like, okay, I want to do like this type of like short form content and stuff like that. So I took the inspiration from him and stuff like that. But in terms of like inspiration to push and stuff like that, I take it mainly from music. Yeah.
So what do you want people to remember you as? One last question.
When it's all said and done,
yes,
I would like people to remember me as, let's say, a visionary, because right now we're starting, so you may not see the vision yet and stuff like that, but when it's all said and done and everything is done, I would like people to remember me as a visionary and as not an innovator, but let's just say as a visionary.
Are you working alone in your content, or do you have a team?
No, I'm working alone.
Okay. John Wick. So guys, is there anything that you want to say?
No, that's all from me on this one.
Guys, from us to Sitsai Shagabili, thank you so much. From the #1 student podcast in SA. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like, and also watch his content. Lukho from TikTok. Lukho ×2. I saw you wrote ×2 on your name.
It's Lukho Worldwide, guys. Lukho Worldwide. That's my ad.
Going to put it here. Should we put it here, Chris? We're going to put it here. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in, and we appreciate the love and support. Subscribe, engage, comment, and man. Till next time, same place. I shall be. Adios.